Hey everyone, welcome to Green Peter Reservoir in Central Oregon. We're about an hour or so from Salem and Eugene. It's early June and the reservoir has got a ways to go before it fills up. As you can see, that boat launch is pretty low, but we had enough water to get the boat splashed, so let's go fishing. Welcome again to Green Peter. I'm with my son James and Rob Holman of Northwest Fishing reports, and we've got our dog Duke along for the trip. After that somewhat hairy boat launch, we are now on the water and marking fish everywhere. Green Peter is Oregon's #1 producing kokanee lake, according to the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. So hopes are high. The fish marks are being targeted. We've got 5 lines running, 2 downriggers going deep, 1 leaded line, 2.5 colors out, 1 dropper weight, about 60 feet back with an ounce of lead, and then I'm going to use a Max Double D Dodger on this downrigger cable using a dropper weight to slide it down about 30-35 feet. Beautiful looking lake, the water's gorgeous. Stay tuned for that first fish.
Our first fish, we can still see the boat launch. It's on the lead core line. He's loose. Yep, we lost him. Darn it. Now that's real indicative of a kokanee type bite, Mike, where you got that hard shake and that roll and no fish, the soft mouth or whatever it is.
Soft mouths, yeah. But that's nice to get a bite within minutes of gear down.
Fish behind you, right behind you.
Sean. Woo. A little pull. There's a coke. You can tell the way this is swimming back and forth. I'm gonna hoist him. All right, there we go. So, Green Peter, this is probably gonna be what we're catching today, but that's okay. It's good kokanee candy when you smoke them up, and they taste just as good as the bigger fish. So, caught that on a old goat. Hopefully there's a bigger class, we'll find out.
Oh! Lost a big one. Welcome back, everybody. Day 2 on the Green Peter here in Oregon, an hour east of Salem, kind of in the middle between Salem and Eugene, but east. Beautiful setting. Mike, James, and Duke are all in the boat with us this morning. We're excited. We got some local intelligence on the lake. Apparently, they're at the bottom, they're at the top, they're in the middle, they're small, they're big. We're gonna see what today brings for us. I think same gear as yesterday. We kind of dialed some stuff in. I want to give a shout out to Scuttlebutt for sponsoring this trip and this episode. Scuttlebutt Brewing out of Everett, Washington. Great craft beer. Always remember to drink responsibly, and we certainly appreciate their support. If you get a chance to support them, that's a good thing.
Just like that on Green Peter. Now the fish are running small. We knew that. And the thing about that is quantity rather than quality, right? So you can keep 25 kokanee in this lake. And what a great fishery to take your kids who aren't used to catching a lot of fish. There we go. First one in the boat. 74 to go.
So these guys aren't quite popping them off the downrigger, but you see a little rattle on the rod tip and time to go. And with kokanee, you want to really kind of retrieve quickly at first. Lose a lot of fish. This one's gone, so I lost them. They're here and gone.
Yesterday we took the boat and turned right into the main reservoir and trolled our way to the dam. And Rob, we were marking quite a few fish that direction, not so many here.
Yeah, Mike, it was interesting. We found a lot of fish in 140 to 160 feet of water, and they were real heavy at 40 to 60 feet in depth. And here we're finding them here and there, but it's a lot shallower. We're at like 100 to 120 feet, and so got a little bit of a theory. It was like a ring around the lake on that other end, in the 160 feet, just solid bottom to top kokanee marks, or fish marks, right? We're assuming they're kokanee. Anyway, a little bit different down on this end.
We'll work our way back towards the dam and see how things change. I think the next half mile or so the reservoir gets a little deeper, so see if that helps the situation.
Hey everybody! Hey everybody, we just got done with some fishing for fall salmon on the Columbia River. I'm here with Austin Moser, and we've got a little tackle tip for you regarding the Fish Fighter Products sliding rail system.
Yeah, we got the, this fillet table really adds to the system as far as a convenience factor. We can pull this thing out and fillet our fish right here on the dock, and it cleans up and it stows right away in my compartment up front. It's a pretty neat deal.
It's the same system where you've got your tackle tenders, you've got your rod holders, all built into this system.
Yeah, it all works together. It's a great system to keep your boat organized. We have all kinds of different products that can go onto the rail itself, so it's a very interchangeable system, and it's customizable however you would like to do it on your boat.
Yeah, there's tons of accessories, tons of different add-ons for this thing.
Yeah,
and
great.
Here at the end of our day, the favorite part, right? We're filleting some fish. You're going to demonstrate how it snaps right into the system, how easy it is.
Yeah, so this is the system here. We use a fillet away fish mat on top, which really helps to keep your fish in place while you're filleting them. So this deal has the fillet table has a backing system that folds down to keep the fish from sliding off of the fillet table. And then we have these two bars that slide down. And those go right into the mounts on the boat, so it's easy as we just pull this pin, that comes out, set it down, slide these over, and they fit right into the rail. Now this is all slidable, so I just pull that pin, move it over so it fits, and push it down in, and we're good to go. You can lock them in or you can leave them unlocked for this portion. But great way, it's got a drain right here and it all works really well.
So is this a big time saver for you?
Huge time saver, and it's much easier on me for cleanup. I don't have to lay stuff out on my boat. This all just runs right off into the water.
Is this stainless steel?
No, it's actually marine grade aluminum, and it's a very strong, corrosion resistant material, and it works very well for this application.
Easy to clean up?
So easy to clean up. Just hose it off, put it back up in my box. We're good to go at the end of the day.
Awesome. Great product, check it out. Link at the bottom.
Have a license to thrill.
No doubt.
James Bond. License to thrill.
Fish on.
Real fast. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Good job, James.
Woo!
Oh, we got a big one.
Hoist them in.
Yeah,
There
buddy.
we go.
Oh.
Whoa. Caught on the old.
Oh.
Caught on the old goat.
We just trolled right through a big pot of them.
One prime location that the locals know about are the floating crappers.
Right.
Fish seem to congregate.
Fish. Oh, double. Woo!
There you go, double.
On the Green Peter.
We're right outside the floating toilets, which is kind of unique. And it's a double. Woo!
This one's feeling big.
Oh, that's because I got a bunch of.
Oh, you got a bunch of gear on here?
I got a bunch of gear on here. Hoist it. And he's in. Hoist it. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a trout.
That's a trout. Put that back.
Got a trout. Got a rainbow.
You never know what you're gonna find on Green Peter.
James at the helm. I have absolute confidence we're going to get to our goal today. 75 kokanee. Gonna happen. Follow along with the kokanee counter down on the bottom corner. So off to the right, it appears this is the second boat launch on Green Peter Reservoir, and we're headed towards the fishing bridge. I heard one of the locals call it the Kokanee Bridge. So a lot of different access. There's been some joint projects from what we understand with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, and other associations, including a bass habitat restoration project with the Oregon Bass Anglers Association. So we've seen some bass anglers out here as well. Duke's on his best behavior. He wants some honey ham.
Trolling into the inlet where the fishing bridge is, and it's actually pretty deep in this inlet, down to 160 feet here, and there's a lot of fish we're marking. We had pretty steady action all morning, but we are losing a lot, and that's to be expected with these little fish.
Hey Northwest Fishing Reports fans, so bad news, the rain picked up and we weren't able to get any surf perch, but you know that's okay because we came home with 40 beautiful razor clams, 20 per person, and now we're going to go ahead and show you guys how to clean them. You might notice that these guys are missing their shell. Well, that's for a very good reason. There's two different ways to remove a razor clam from the shell. Number one, you can take a paring knife or an oyster knife and you can just pop open the shell and kind of trim the meat away from the shell all the way around. That's one way to separate it. Number two, you can do as we've done. You can take a pot of boiling water and a pot of ice water and you blanch the razor clams for just about 5-10 seconds, just until the shell pops open and releases the meat. And then you immediately want to take them out of the boiling water and put them directly into ice water. That way they stop cooking. Razor clams are extremely prone to overcooking. So it's very important if you're going to blanch them, put them immediately in ice water. So that's what we've done. We've got our 40 beautiful razor clams. You notice just how meaty these guys are. This is just pretty much all meat, folks. Razor clams are just delicious. They are really a Northwestern delicacy. They make really great clam chowder. They also make really great clam strips, razor clam fritters. They go really great in pasta dishes. There's not much here that beats fresh razor clam. Let's dive into it and I will show you how to clean your limit. All this white stuff, this is all good meat. What you want to keep in mind is you want to cut away all this dark stuff. So you want to cut away the tip of the siphon there. And you want to cut away, this is the gut pouch. So the parts of a razor clam, this is the body, this is the foot, and this is the siphon. It's all good meat. So a good way to first start is you want to grab your razor clam, and you'll see sort of a seam right in here. You want to cut along the seam. Highly recommend scissors for this, but you can use a knife. And then you want to just go ahead and stick your blade of your scissors in there, up in the siphon, and then cut the siphon open. And as I said, we want to cut away all the dark stuff, so we're going to cut away just the tip of that siphon. And then what this does, this opens up the razor clam. A little bit of sand in there, that's okay. And then there's actually a second tube. You'll notice that these razor clams have 2 tubes in there. So what you're going to do is stick your knife right in that opening there. Stick it all the way down that tube, that siphon. You'll notice the blade going in between there. And then just cut that siphon open. So now you'll have your siphon completely butterflied. Now what we want to do is we want to separate the foot from the body. So you're going to go ahead, this is your foot, you're just going to slice it right off there, right at the base of the foot. And then I like to come in from the top here. I'll close the razor clam, and all this dark stuff right here, I'm going to cut it out. Snip right there, and then snip right there. Cut out that dark stuff. And there we go. We just have the gills to cut out, and now we are going to go ahead and cut off the gills. And there we are. Cleaned it up just a tad, and you have a cleaned razor clam. So this is all good meat. This is going to go in our meat pile. Don't forget about the foot. So what you want to do with the foot to clean it is you're going to want to cut it face up this way. You'll see a little knob right there. Face up this way, and then stick your blade of your scissor right in there, all the way down, and then cut it in half as best you can, all the way up to the tip. Again, you're going to want to butterfly it all the way up. Kind of open it up, butterfly it all the way. And there you go. That's a cleaned foot. So what we're going to want to do at the end is we're going to rinse these, but you can kind of clean it up with your fingers as we go. Makes it a little bit less tedious if you can assembly line it, if you can get a few people to help you. Say, hey, come over for a razor clam dig. We'll assembly line it, I'll get you some. Get you some meat. So it's always good to kind of assembly line it if you can. Thank you so much for joining us out here today at Ocean Shores. We had a blast filming for you guys. We really hope that you guys learned something about how to razor clam. Really look forward to seeing you out here while it's at this nice 20 clam limit. Definitely want to take advantage of that. The clamming's great. They're delicious. They make such great clam chowder, clam fritters, clam strips. The possibilities are endless. Really a great treat we have here on the Northwest to be able to get fresh razor clams during the season. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a long day. We're going to go ahead and enjoy our razor clam dinner. We'll see you on the next one.
Saw the takedown, and man, you got to get right on them. I'm not sure if I still got this fish on here. Oh, no, he's there.
There he is.
Yeah. Woo-wee. So usually I put the fighting belt on about now. So it's fun. We've had steady action. This is a beautiful place to be, folks. And if you're wanting for a good getaway, the town here, Sweet Home, is very nice and clean, and seems to be quite the summer destination. There's other recreational boating out here. A lot of water. Oh, exactly. So I'm gonna knock this fish off right now. If you go ahead, James, show them how I tangled it into that other line. This is exactly what you don't want to do. And we're just demonstrating for viewers at home something to avoid. Now that we've got that little tackle tip out of the way, we'll flip them in here and with the Mike Carey class rainbow trout. So exactly what we're not looking to catch today. And that's how I do it. And thank you for my moment on camera, Mike. Appreciate that.
Wrong fish.
All right, another one, man. They're back to back here, having fun with this. This is any day on the water is a great day. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm Rob Holman with Northwest Fishing Reports. We'll see you at northwestfishingreports.com. Get yourself out here, catch some of these great fish. Hey, for James and Mike Carey and our pal Duke, I'm Rob Holman. This was Northwest Fishing Reports. Thanks for watching. And thank you, Scuttlebutt, for giving us beer.
Yay!
Hey everybody, thanks for watching today. We're picking up fish left and right. We'd be catching them all day, but we're out of time for the show. So I want to give a big thanks to Scuttlebutt Brewing for a rainbow trout. I want to give a big thanks to Scuttlebutt Brewing for sponsoring this episode. And for James Carey, Mike Carey, and our pal Duke, this has been Northwest Fishing Reports. Yeah, it's on! It's on! Like Donkey Kong!
All right, seriously.
Seriously, I don't think it's on. It's there. Look at that, another of these amazing Green Peter class fish.
Where's the fish?
Right there.
No, the hook's here. Where's the fish?
It
How did you even do that?
I